Story time. A little while ago, I created a post because my skin barrier wasn't in its best place, and then I decided to use maybe one of the most effective / strong face masks that I've ever tried.
I used this, rinsed my face, thought it was fine. This morning, I literally woke up, washed my face, and I was like, Kate, what have you done? What have you done to my skin? And obviously, this isn't like a, don't buy this, because this would be to any sort of enzymatic or any peel or any sort of thing that's kind of intensive. It's just a PSA. So I'm not throwing this under anywhere. I actually really like the product. I do kind of need, though, the goat milk stuff. So Kate, can I have some goat milk cleanser, please?
What I thought I had left of a skin barrier was no longer. I'm a trained beauty therapist, so please do bear with me. Do as I say, not as I do sometimes. I was in a real panic before some filming and thinking I need to do everything, where I really didn't need to. But anyway, we're in a much better place now. I've looked after my skin barrier, I've chilled out with treatment in terms of peels and exfoliants. But Kate Somerville have just sent me some new products for me to try. There is no obligation to post, to talk about it, to take a photo. If you are interested in anything that I'll mention in this video, all of the links for the exact products will be down below to shop direct. This does support the channel. I'm always transparent here. But as I said, this is unsponsored, so my views will be fully what I think. So, as promised, please find enclosed some iconic Kate Somerville products for you to add to your routine. We can't wait to hear how you get on with them and hope that you love them as much as we do. Very best, Team Kate. I love that. Probably didn't look like I was on Team Kate when I made the video saying, Kate, what have you done to my face? I really do like them as a brand and their skincare. Their goat's milk range for me has always been the one that really caught my eye. It's just with that mask, you've just got to be careful and dance with the correct person at the right time. The first product is EradiKate, and this is a daily foaming cleanser, and what really excites me about this product is it has sulfur within it, and you can use this AM to PM, Christina Milian. You can use it twice daily, apply a small amount to wet face and massage gently for 30 seconds, much as you would with a normal cleanser. However, when it comes to cleansers, something I've definitely gone on the record before and something I truly believe, spending a lot of money on a cleanser is quite a thing to do. I believe you should spend more money on your serums, your actives. That's really it. Cleansers and moisturizers, you can really get great results without spending a lot. However, if there are ingredients in it that you want the benefits of, but you wouldn't leave on your skin, make sure you're at least washing your face for a really good amount of time. What I like doing as well is, if your skin can tolerate it, and obviously patch test before or test this slowly, is brush your teeth throughout the time that you're leaving it on your skin. So I'd massage it in, then I would go to brush my teeth. I wouldn't do that first off. I would maybe remember how long you've brushed your teeth for, continue washing your face, and then finish brushing your teeth, because 2 minutes in one go can be quite a lot if your skin isn't used to such a strong active ingredient. But I really like the idea when I do that I'm maximizing the benefits of a face wash that otherwise, yes, would have some benefit to the skin on quick contact, especially if it creates a chain reaction on the skin with certain ingredients, which is possible. But when it comes to something like the sulfur, which is going to help to clarify the skin and also help with any congestion and the appearance of pores, that I want to leave on as a bit of a mask. So I'm excited to try this, but most importantly, I want to know which ones you want for me to deeper dive into a review. Which one would you like to see me try or use or give an update in use? Because I'm happy to do all of them, but I also want to make sure I'm doing the ones that everyone wants to hear about. This will create a whipped texture and has honey, oat and rice bran extracts, so it helps to soothe dry skin, which is great as well. For anything usually clarifying, these can be the first to aggravate, tighten and dehydrate the skin surface, because they're focusing purely on congestion, astringent and to reduce blemishes. But what I like with this is that the sulfur is going to do it's going to pack such a punch, but on top of that, it also helps to negate any dryness of the skin and any irritation with the inclusion of things like oat and honey and rice bran. These are all very soothing ingredients. Very excited for that, but I do want to smell what it smells like, because I lived in New Zealand for 6 months the university there in Auckland. If anyone here is from New Zealand, some of the best months of my life, and I want to go back. But I remember going to Rotorua and smelling that sulfur in the air. I'm not doing that very well, am I? Doesn't smell strong at all. That smells really balanced. So if that's a concern for you that this could smell, whiff, sniff, scratch, this is fine. And such beautiful packaging as well. I love it. And their boxes and everything. Right, the next one is goat milk moisturizing cream. And this one I'm really excited to try because I've only tried goat's cleanser. And I actually worked with Kate Somerville indirectly on a project, and it was basically tailoring the products that could be used with devices. And really interesting that I'm now doing this now here myself filming. So that's kind of a nice 360 moment. Not just use it, but actually help make your decision process a little easier, or at least more clarified. So this goat milk cleanser, it's a nice airless container, which in the instance of a water-based formula is essential and much more hygienic. When it comes to something which has oil wax base, I wouldn't worry about having an airless container at all because bacteria needs the water to thrive. So just something to note. Again, ingredients for all of these things are standout. And when I look at this, I'm gonna put the ingredients up here now. I'm gonna be looking down here, but future Chris is gonna help me out and put the ingredients here. So jojoba seed oil is great because it's not too overbearing on the skin and it's really nice and breathable. That's not comedogenic, so for me that's great if you still break out or have congested skin. Avocado oil, grapeseed oil, which is great because it has effective antioxidant and it's also great for anti-aging, pro-aging. Rosemary, sunflower extract, coconut oil, aloe vera, tocopherol, which is vitamin E, witch hazel. Yeah, the ingredients that I don't love as much but need to be there, which helps to keep the formula stable and safe and not filled with nasties, is phenoxyethanol. That's the third to last ingredient, which is great. When I start to see that much further up, it's no different to a paraben, and brands, you know, for reasons use this instead of parabens. Parabens has got a really bad name in the industry. We're not going to get into that in this video. It's purely consumer's choice with what you go for, but I would always implore everybody to do some research into these things. And when you see these sort of ingredients, pretty much every single beauty product that you could be using, it's good to know what we're putting on our skin. And for it to be that low down, that's not even not a concern. That's like a A-star formulation. So excited to try that. Beautiful packaging as well. This has a really cold metal touch to it. So ASMR. This is the DeliKate Recovery Serum, Restore and Recover. Barrier treatment to help minimize irritation and rebalance sensitized skin. I wonder why they sent me that. Use AM and PM. Christina Milian. A bit of a segue as well with all of the links down below for individual products. I also offer a consultation, whether it's a beauty tech device or a skincare. This year, which I'm so excited about, will offer more and more consultations. There's limited spaces for each one. Go check that out. And it's already helped a handful of people truly find their perfect skincare routine, the perfect beauty device, just something to keep in mind if that is something of interest. It's back to this formula. So number one, aqua, pretty standard. Number two, glycerin, brilliant. It's a humectant, it draws moisture to the skin. This was the hyaluronic acid before hyaluronic acid. More simple, albeit, but fabulous for the skin. Next is hydrolyzed yeast protein. Why you may see yeast and think, what on earth? This has a really great way of protecting against free radicals, but also helping to soothe the skin. And I always find anything with healthy bacteria or products with yeast also help to rebalance the skin's natural microbiome. And that if your skin feels sensitized or red or inflamed, or you're noticing a bit more sensitivity, products like that are really good. So already with this, we're not even a finger into the ingredients list. 20% in, and already I can say such great things. Ceramide NP, which is what, okay, so there's multiple forms of ceramide, which is incredible when it comes to helping to restore and rebuild that skin barrier. We've got peptides, which is great for pro-aging. I would recommend this for anyone who suffers with redness in the skin, with sensitivity, whether it's all the time or maybe after a treatment, literally what I've done. This would be brilliant. even after, especially if you are into microneedling at home or needling in salons, and they always recommend for you to use like soothing ingredients, this is that sort of treat that I would recommend. And another thing as well is sometimes when we look at barrier care, it doesn't feel as sexy, it doesn't feel as kind of result driven, even though it is result driven. And it's something that I always enthuse people to fall in love with more, because if you haven't got a effective skin barrier and you've compromised that and you're not looking at your skin delicately, even if you feel your skin isn't delicate, the skin balance is. And when we compromise that protective layer and that barrier, the amount of damage that can be done is even more detrimental than constantly trying to anti-age and resurface, because we need to maintain what we have and improve what we have. So I get really passionate with those things, so forgive me, but yeah, it's something really important. And even when you're surrounded with it, with your day-to-day and your content and your hobbies and what you talk about with certain friends, treatments are great, but we've got to maintain that skin barrier. And I'm honest with it, sometimes we forget and we get caught up with, you know, how's our skin surface looking and all these things, but actually I'm so excited to try this. So after that TED talk, we just have one more product. Well done. And the final product is the Mega A, which is a skin transforming serum. And what I'm really excited with this is I've currently been using this retinal, which is the EradiKate. I've been up till the level 10. This one, I'm hoping, is even better because I'm never going to stop that search. I just try to stick towards the retinal and look at as well what they add on to the formulas as well, not to kind of overcomplicate it. This is obviously extremely premium. Glass packaging. Let's look into what makes this so special. Use AM or PM. I would personally use this in the PM. Apply 3 to 4 drops to face, neck and décolleté, avoiding the eye area. My personal tip with this is apply your eye cream, your lip balm, and the rest of the eye cream that you have on your finger, I apply basically anywhere else. So around the nose, even around like ears, these areas, any areas that has either a fold, we're human bodies here, a fold, or more kind of a nook and cranny. You want to apply something there as like a bit of a buffer. What that means is then when you apply this everywhere, which I still like to take up a little higher, unless I've got, you know, the disposable to get a separate eye cream, it's not always doable. And I know in the industry, you know, there's the face serums and then the eye serums. In reality, especially now with, you know, cost of living crisis in the UK and also worldwide, there is a real importance to make sure that we kind of keep level-headed. And personally and professionally, I don't believe there to be a huge reason as to why it may not be as perfect, but it can be as good. So, bit of a controversial thing to say, even though it shouldn't be controversial to say that, but not everyone does. The way I get around that, to conclude that tip, is by applying a simple eye cream with no real actives. It helps to buffer and delay the absorption of whatever I put on top of that, and to helps negate any of the contraindications that you can get from using anything retinoic, which there's a long list. So always clue yourself up with every ingredient that we're kind of focusing on in a formulation and a range. In this instance, it's retinol. In regards to this formula, probably my favorite ingredient, apart from the retinaldehyde, which is the number one, that's the reason why you would even get this in the first place, isn't things like sodium hyaluronate, hyaluronic acid. It's things like Saccharomyces, which is great for helping to protect the skin, helping to protect that skin barrier, but it's also really soothing for the skin. Things like olive oil, propranolol, I can never say that properly. Again, these are all just like caring, soothing ingredients. And not to mention the second ingredient in the list, which is squalane, which again is not alien to the body. The benefit of having anything like squalane in the formula, let alone having it so high in the formulation, which means number 2, meaning that after water, that is the most prevalent within this formula there. Any ingredients in the obviously each formula is different, by the way, but something like this where retinaldehyde is kind of here, from here, this is the top, to have squalane second, which is an amazing ingredient for helping to nourish the skin. It helps to mimic the skin's natural oils, so it's really readily accepted from our skin, and it does a really great job at soothing and hydrating the skin. Very, very excited to try this. Looks like this could be a refillable. I'm not familiar with this range, so and that is the kind of stuff that I love from brands. By the looks of it, they don't do a refill, but that packaging is screaming for that. I've just gone from reviewing it to being part of the product development team with pleasure. Please make refills. What's really interesting here that I've seen on the website since is that you will see results in as little as 7 days. Results that only get better and better with daily use over time. A bold statement, but with something as potent as retinol is going to give you those results quite quick, which is why it is so important with any product to not just look at that one ingredient. I love the idea of a full spectrum formula, and in this case, they favor hydration, especially with the 2 different molecular weights of hyaluronic acid, with the squalane, with the olive oil. It's all about kind of soothing and cocooning the skin while it's doing all the magic under it, which I really like. So let's find out together, if you follow this channel, will this beat Medicate in my eyes? And I'm not saying that's forever, but I'm just saying for now, I want something that really is even better for my skin. So really excited to try this. Project Pan is something that I'm seeing much more on social media at the moment, and I'm proud that a trend is actually eco-friendly. It's something that I've taken into consideration from the get-go, and it's something that really kills me when it's not, you know, mass, especially when you work in this and you make videos. Even more so, it makes me conscious to make sure that I recycle everything and, you know, work with brands, you know, Wild, for example, other sustainable brands that use fully recyclable packaging and really care about the impact that they have on the planet. So you're going to see a lot more of that forever on this channel and from myself, at least as best as I can. But yeah, just excited. So that's enough of the stories. I will see you in the next video. Let me know if you enjoyed this format of video and if you learned something new about this range. Let me know as well, Kate Somerville do a lot of products. So what other products would you recommend that you think I would like from seeing what I've opened today? And yeah, remember, comment down below what you would like to see a deeper review of or me using it. And again, if you want to shop these worldwide, all the links will be down below in the description and the comments. I will see you in the next one. And Kate, what have you done to my face? That's what I said in the original video, but now it's going to be a better result. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.